Yeah, we thank God for the success of this of the questions. So now, Daddy, we have a question from someone. It says, "Yeah, good day, Daddy Fresh. Now, I want to ask, what is the difference between evil covenant and curse?" Yes, so Daddy.
Ah, okay. It's not a small question. Okay, there are three things that people used to take alike: spell, curses, covenant. There are three different things.
Spell.
There's a spell, there's a
curse.
curses, there's a covenant. Now, don't forget that covenant is an agreement between two people.
Yes.
It's formed on the basis of agreement. It can be between a man and an idol. It can be between a man and a deity. It can be between a man and a river. It can be so. The agreement must be there. Okay? And then don't forget, we also mentioned along that line something to seal it up. Like we also have dedication. All they go with covenant. They have consummation, dedication, and seal. That goes with covenant, especially the evil covenant. There are good covenant though.
Yes.
Okay. Now, there's no good curses. And there's no good spell. Now, curse, it's a verdict that somebody release in anger or pronounce in anger to express his, what they call, maltreatment, law, or when somebody is going through pain due to what this person has done for him, it can release a curse. Now, it might not even involve anybody. For example, somebody did ritual and he used the blood of human being. And the blood of person they used, the person did not know, they just killed the person and used his blood. Now, if he used that money to build house, that house is a cursed house.
Okay.
You know, that has nothing to do with covenant now.
Yes.
That is a curse.
Mm-hmm.
So, in Yoruba, we have Egun, Epe, Majemu.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Now, the spell is similar to that of a curse. The difference is that the spell will not fight if there is no word. Like, who carried this thing? Nobody talk. And they say, the person that carried this thing, this is how it will be the end of that person. This is how we did the end of that person. Or whosoever that touched this thing without taking permission from me, this will be the end of the person. That is a spell.
But that is the similarity between spell and curses.
It's almost the same, but there's a slight difference. For example, let's put it this way. Let me generalize now. Somebody who is working in an office, okay? And the MD say, come and sign, or the chairman of the company say, nobody should take anything that does not belong to him to the house. If you take anything that does not belong to you from this company, you take it home, this is what will happen, this is what will happen. So that is there like that. So if you don't take it,
nothing will happen.
Nothing will happen to you.
Okay, so that's a spell.
That is a spell. Okay. Now, if the chairman has established the company on the blood money, the staff that works in that company does not have to know whether there's a cause or not. He will automatically be part, he will be suffering from that cause because he's getting the money from the blood money. A, B.
They don't know.
It doesn't make any difference.
Ignorance is not an excuse, though.
Now, let me also put it this way.
An ignorance?
Now, let me also do this. Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. Let's assume that two people were fighting on a land.
Yes.
Two people fighting there. Have you heard that they kill people because of land? Now, they kill somebody there, they kill second person there, another person came. So eventually, on the same land that have taken the blood of 3-4 people. Eventually, somebody uses a superior power to buy the land and he build the house. People living in that house. Among the people that died there, some of them, maybe one of them was crying, please, please have mercy. They say, which mercy? Kill him. And they kill him. And he say, please, you yourself, you find mercy. Please have mercy. They didn't listen. They kill him. So they build house on that coast land. Whether you know there, it doesn't matter where you are bringing your money from. Go and make your money in America or in any country. Come and live in such house. It's a cursed house. It's a cursed house. You don't have to offend. So the difference is a spell. You have to commit
to it for it
an
to
offense
manifest.
before the spell will work. But curse, you don't need
Whether
to.
you know,
Whether you
whether you
know or
don't
not.
know, you walk into it.
Gently.
By default, once you are part of it.
For example, a family, husband and wife, they were living together peacefully. And they have children. Their children was growing up. They were growing up. And the man somehow just met a woman. And the woman used her power to force herself on the man. Say, I must marry you by force. The man said, I'm not ready. He said, I must marry. And he looked at the woman in the house. Say, you better surrender. Keep quiet too. I'm come to marry this man. And he used all her power to pursue the woman away from that house.
Wow.
Pursue the woman, pursue the children. And she started living with the man in the house. This is a true life story. And she also had 5 children in that house. So the woman that left was struggling and suffering. And it came to a time that the woman was sick. Sending message to her husband. The woman will not allow her husband to do anything. And the woman died where she is.
Hey.
Died and raised a curses.
On the man or the woman? Either of it. Okay, since we have already discussed it, whatever the man enjoyed.
They are
They are
one.
one already. They are together.
They are one already. So, listen, this is where curses come. The children that grew up from that, the children that the woman gave birth to, they were struggling.
That means even our own children will be part of it.
They
They will share part of the cost.
the woman that died?
Yes.
No.
Because, Daddy, but I need clarification here, sir.
Now, the children, the woman that died, her
Yes.
children may not if they are prayerful.
But their father is already cursed.
Yes.
And
Where the curse will work is if they come back and be living with the man and be taking care of the man. If they get money, they send to the man. They might have
because if
issues.
they don't send,
They
it's a
have to take
sin.
It's
care of
a
your
curse.
father.
So
So
you
they
see
have
how
to take care of-
you see how
that-
broad
that
curse
is-
is.
this-
Yeah, I told you that it's not a
complex.
small.
It's not a small.
And it's not a small question. You call it small question. It's not a small question. So cause is deeper. Okay, than spell. Spell is
Like a forefather.
it's a light,
When you
and it is peculiar. Okay, nobody should steal this.
You went to steal.
And you went to steal. That's a spell. Or you are angry, you say, "Any to break me, bye bye, Luma. I don't want to see any negative on there."
Yes.
Okay, so can you see it's different now?
Yes.
So covenant is an agreement, right? It's an agreement. So why causes is it's a provocation, is a release and pronouncement. Do you understand now? You still want to ask a question? He said to wrap it up.
It's not me. I just saw a question here. This will be the last question we are taking from our viewers, please.
Yes.
Okay.
Just please. Any other question will be treated in
The next
subsequent episode. It's okay. Daddy Fresh, I heard you saying that curse and spell are different.
Yeah.
But however, can you please explain how you will know if you are living in a cursed house or a house on spell? And what is the consequence for the people, or the sign the people living in the house will know that they are living in either a cursed house or a spelled house.
Now, you see, the spell does not, most time, does not work with the house.
Okay.
Spell will work with the owner of the
person.
Okay.
house.
Singular person.
Yes, spell work with one person.
It's not generational.
No, it doesn't used to. It can be generational now, but where the spell is very strong, that it's very difficult for. Okay, for example, now you say Yoruba, we say ṣé pé ń jà wọ́n á béèrè pé àbẹ́ pé ń jà ẹni yìí ni, because ẹni tẹ́ pé bá ń jà kò lè láṣeyọrí ẹyọ kan, kò lè fogúnlẹ̀ fún nǹkan kan fún ọmọ. He cannot leave anything for children to inherit, unlike a curse.
Oh.
Yeah, a man that is under a curse can still make money, only he might not live long. A man that is under a curse can still make money and live long, but he can be in sickness. That everybody in that family must have this sickness. That is a curse. It is generational. And curse has a different angle to operate. Why spell is peculiar. When the spell is cast on a man, that man will carry that curse, that spell, 100% in will enter grave.
Is there no deliverance for that?
That's deliverance. Oh, there's nothing that the devil has done that there's no provision, that God has no more provision for. Okay, so to answer that sister or the brother, I don't know who asked the question, that how do you separate curse and how do you know that this house
a
curse or a house? Okay, so know that house has nothing to do with spell.
Okay, good.
Okay, like I use Yoruba word for spell, ìka tó bá ṣẹ̀ lábẹ́ ń gé àbí lọ́ba ń gé náà ń pè ní spell.
Sorry about that.
Ìka tó bá ṣẹ̀ lọ́ba ń gé. Okay, so spell, that's a spell. But curse, it's whether you are aware of it, you're not aware of it. As long as that if you carry that house away from that land to somewhere else, that might not be curse. The curse may not affect it, but as long as that land is a curse land, if you build anything, mansion on it, everybody that live in that house, they are going to suffer for it.
In such houses, if you go there with a car, buy, fine.
To say, how do you know?
Yeah, exactly.
There's always a cycle lifestyle to everybody that live in the house.
How, sir?
You might check how many people, married couple in that house that are doing naming ceremony, how many people that are living a healthy life, how many of them that are getting promotion, how many of them that are having a progressive lifestyle. So there are many things you look. You know, somebody told me recently, I think I shared it in one of our social media platform, that he's living in a house and he just moved into the house and his wife fell sick. And the wife fell sick, so they just wedded. And he called me and I told him, move your wife away from that house. He said, they just moved into that house. I said, move your wife away. And they moved his wife away. It was after they moved out. They were living with their sister. Then, about 2 months after, he now got the real picture of the matter, that he is the third person that lived in that house since that house was built in that particular flat. The first man lived there, lost his wife. The second person lost his wife and lost his daughter.
Jesus.
So the landlord himself has lost his wife.
Even the landlord.
The landlord himself. So, and he packed his load out. How did he know? He packed his load out. Another man came into the house, and 6 months after that, the woman died. The wife died. That man lived in other country. Just rented it for his wife and he traveled. The wife died.
Hi.
That's when he called me and said, Daddy, God, thank God, is God has saved me. So a house that is under a curse, there's always a repeated cycle battle. You may see in the house, there's always the people always live a wayward life, a rough life. They will not. I mean, you will see something that if it's a three flat, if you have three flats in that compound, you will see that almost everybody in that compound has similar
lifestyle.
issues. It might be that this person lost his job, 3 years he has not gotten another one. This one lost his job, 2 years he has not gotten another one. This one, he has lost his job, he's just struggling to meet up with life. So you should know that something is wrong that is peculiar to that house. In that house, they were all of them, they always, even there is 24 hours electricity, they will always go to the next house to go and buy cold water because nobody could afford fridge.
Hi.
They want to play football, nobody could afford DSTV in that house. They always go out to watch it. So you know that, check it very well.
Yes.
It might not be that to move out that the solution, but it may be that you need to pray and break some curses that will exempt you. You can be exempted from the curses or the spell that is working in the house. God bless you.
Yes, thank you.
God bless.
Thank you so much, Daddy. Thank God for this wonderful session, and I hope you are blessed. And to those that asked the questions, I hope you have been answered, and I hope you know the next step to take. And just like our daddy has said, you need to pray. It's not just a one time thing. You need to continue praying. The devil is not ready to stop. So you to yourself, you should not be ready to stop. You should continue praying until you have won the battle. Please like all our social media handles and subscribe if you have not subscribed. Share this video to your friends, to your family, and even to your enemy. Yes, because they all need this good news that we are sharing here.
Exactly.
Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, everyone.
Don't forget, silent may be dangerous.
Yes.
Speak out. Ask questions. One question you ask may save you and save your family. God bless you.